Going live. There we go. We're live. All right. Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? All right. Thank y'all for coming in as always. Okay, so we're going to do another round 30. And, this is where we, take people off the streets, and everything, get to know them, in this little, little collector world we're in and everything. And I have a special guest as always. I have Mancave Collectible Reviews. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. No worries. Hey, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, man. I know I talked to you about this about a couple weeks ago and everything, and finally we got our schedules lined up so we can do this and everything. So, everybody, I have put his link to his channel and to his IG as well. Definitely go check out this guy, man. He's awesome. He puts out some kick-ass toy hunt reviews, man. Dude, I love when you go to the store, to like the collectible stores and everything. Man, that is so awesome. That's awesome. So, first things first, tell us about your channel. So, what do you do, and what is your channel about and everything?
Yeah, so kind of as you said, we're a toy hunt channel that really kind of does a little bit of everything. I like to do reviews. Love to do haul videos, but toy hunts are kind of the bread and butter. That's what people really come to the channel for, is to kind of get out there and see, what's on the shelves, at your Targets and your Walmarts and your GameStops. And, we try to find the latest and greatest. That's kind of the whole goal of each video. And then we mix in, like, I've got a lot of toy shops. I'm very lucky to have a lot of really cool toy shops in my area. Mm-hmm. And, and most of those toy shops ship stuff. Yep. So a lot of them have become very accustomed. They're like, hey, man, Cave, when can you come in and toy hunt? Because I just got a huge trade-in so they want people to, from my videos, they're like, man, we can tell when you uploaded, because our phones start ringing off the hook. Like, people are wanting, So
I think on the last one, you actually were saying someone else was filming. I think you mentioned that someone else was also filming in there too. I don't know if they were doing the same thing you were doing, or they were just doing,
stuff. I'd never seen the guys. I don't know them from YouTube, but they could have been. But they were actually in that store filming as well.
Nice, very nice. Yeah. So how many stores do you have around? Because like I said, you've done different ones, and every time I watch them, I'm just like, man, I wish we had a store like that around here.
Yeah, I've probably got within, driving distance, man, probably 5 literal toy shops.
Wow. Man.
And a couple of them are true vintage toy shops, which I love. I love vintage Transformers, vintage Star Wars, vintage TMNT.
G.I. Joe. I saw tons of G.I. Joe stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Awesome. Well, thank everybody for coming in. Wild Bill, TF fan page. I'm sorry that I scare you, man. Kato, what's up, man? Survive fan, Razzle. Who else? If I missed you, I'm so sorry, man. Thank you so much for coming in. Once again, okay. So, how long have you been doing YouTube? How long? And what got you into doing it as well?
Yeah. So, let's see. I started YouTube about January of 2020.
So just last year. Wow.
Yeah, last year. Okay. I started kind of all times in the world, I started a toy hunt channel.
Yeah, you told me about that during the pandemic. You're like, man, that's like my biggest luck. I'm like, I want to start the channel. Yes, we're going to go big. And then, oh, man.
And then a pandemic. But honestly, I think to an extent, it kind of worked out good, because a lot of folks were just at home and they weren't able to get out and do things that they wanted to do. And I'm the idiot that gets out and films deer and all that going on, and I think it helped folks, because a lot of folks weren't able to get out and do the toy hunting.
Yeah, let them escape. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it kind of gave them a way to see the stores and see the toy sections that they maybe couldn't get out and see.
Right.
And so maybe it worked out a little bit from that extent, I guess.
Right. So what made you want to do this? I mean, like I said, you're fresh, like I said, you've only been a year in, year and a half now, maybe. So what got you into doing this? I mean, you saw other people doing it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I had other people in my life that were doing it, and they kind of threw out the, you're already toy hunting, man. Put it on camera. Why not do it? Yeah. And I was nervous about having my face out there. I was just kind of like, I don't know, man. Put my face out on the internets, and it never goes away. But once I did it, I was like, this ain't that bad, and
it's fun. It
is fun. It's fun, and I've created a lot of relationships through the channel, a lot of friendships. I mean, I've been watching you forever.
Yeah.
I never would have thought it would be on your show. You know, like
no, come on now, don't even say it like that.
It is what it is, man. It's just really cool because a relationship like this would have never existed had I started
exactly.
YouTube. So it's been cool from that aspect as well.
Well, that's why I do this. I mean, that's why I started this. I started this like 2 years ago, and it's just just to bring the community, because I don't want to say that, there's a small percentage of negativity. You're on Facebook, I'm sure, you're on Twitter, and everything. You see it on that. And I just wanted to bring, like people in together and get to know each other, and I bring people in, if you have a channel, if you don't have a channel, if you just, just a collector, I like talking to everybody. I like to give people a platform just to express, and say, this is what I'm doing. I love collecting and so forth and everything. And just like you said, you get to meet people that you probably would never ever met, in real life and everything. And plus, you got a nice beard and everything, so you got that going for you as well.
I was gonna say I need some pointers from you on the beard, man.
Mine won't grow. Mine has stopped. I think they say you need to trim it up so it start growing. Mine has stopped. Like it stayed like this since I've had it. It won't grow anymore, man.
Well, kind of funny about the beard. If you watch my last toy hunt,
you cut it.
The first half of the toy hunt, the beard is like it's messy looking, and like
Mine's too. Mine's so messy.
I get home from that toy hunt, and I'm just like, what are these curls right here? And I'm just like, zoop, and the wife's like, what have you done?
Yeah, you told me about it. I saw that. You were talking about it. You said, I cut it, and you're like, oh, wow, I just messed it up and everything.
Exactly. So I had to cut the whole thing, and they say that's a healthy thing for it. So
I need to. I think I need to. I definitely need that and everything. Thank you, Darth Ravish, coming in, man. I think it's the first time I've seen you. Kato, what's up? X Manually, ER4 Smith, thank you so much for coming in. All right, so let's get to the next question. So, favorite character and why? I mean, it could be Transformers, Marvel, anything, because you're not just a Terrestrial collector, a Terrestrial reviewer. You collect everything. So, what is like one of your favorite, characters that has always, since you've liked them for a long time and always stuck with you, and why do you like that character?
I would have to say Raphael is probably my Ninja Turtle. Raphael is probably my favorite all-time character.
Okay,
and it's just because I kind of came up. Even though I love Transformers, I love G.I. Joes, I came up a little bit after them. So
late 80s, probably early 90s.
Exactly, early 90s. So it was like just prime time, like TMNT and Power Rangers. Like that was just, all my Christmases and birthdays for like 5 years was, those two things. And, finding a lot of the Transformers on the shelves during that time wasn't that common anymore,
they were on the tail end. They were. You were talking about probably Generation 2 and Micro Masters around that area.
Yep. Yeah. And that's not even G2 stuff. Wasn't even really what I was watching. Like we would go to the video store. Mom and Dad would like rent the G1 movie or G1 Seasons.
Yeah.
So that's what I was watching, and you really couldn't find the toys for those as well as. Yeah, TMNT and Power Rangers. Those
definitely.
So I would say Raphael probably would be my favorite.
Very nice.
Not because we're completely opposites as far as our personality. I'm super laid back and nothing makes me mad. And he's the exact opposite of that.
Exactly.
For whatever reason, that was my favorite character.
Nice. Well, that's good. Okay. AAD has a question for you. He said, "Do you collect Predators? Do you collect those like NECA probably?" And
I have collected Predators. I don't have any in my collection right now.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. If y'all have any questions, if I do see them, I'll definitely ask them. If y'all want to ask them, ask ahead and everything. Okay. So, and speaking of, after going off the, favorite character thing. So, what's your favorite series or favorite, franchise to collect?
Oh, let's see.
Because like I said, you have a wide, like behind you. I love that diorama with the Mortal Kombat back there. It looks really good, dude.
Yeah, that's my Storm Collectibles there.
So you have like Marvel. I see Turtles. I see Star Wars. I mean, you got everything.
I got it all.
Your favorite?
All Transformers over there, Power Rangers, and I got a lot of vintage stuff like Street Sharks and Extreme Dinosaurs.
Oh wow! So
stuff like that.
Nice.
And then I would say right this second, Super 7 Ultimate lines are probably my favorite. Super 7. It's either Super 7 Ultimate line or Transformers main line. I love the Hasbro Transformers main line right now.
Yeah, the new trilogy. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. I was just looking to see if anybody. What's up, Princeton? Thank you so much for coming in, man. Looks like Darth Rabbit is in Central North Carolina. He wants to go hunting and everything too as well. All right. So moving on now, this is going to be kind of like personal questions, but not too personal. What is your favorite animal? Like people say they have spirit animals. I don't want to say it like that, but what is your favorite type of animal?
Oh man, that's a question I can't say I've been asked.
I've mixed it up. I'm trying to mix it up because I had some questions I've been asking for a long time, so I'll try to mix it up a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, does it have to be an animal that's around right now, or can it be prehistoric? I love dinosaurs, so
okay. Yeah.
I would definitely say a T-Rex would be my favorite all-time animal.
I like the Triceratops. My favorite dinosaur is for some reason, I always loved the horns. And it always, it was cool. I don't know. He always had the horns, and they always fought with the T-Rexes. I think. I guess they did. I don't know. How do we know what dinosaurs sound like?
That's true. We don't.
I don't know, but I guess we could see the vocal cords. I guess maybe, but
I just go based on what Jurassic Park said they sound like.
There you go. Well, that's all you have to. That's it and everything. Cool. Yeah. All right. Nice. Very T-Rex. All right. So. This question I always ask is, like I said, I don't want anything bad to happen to you or anything like that, but if you could have one last meal, what would that be?
Filet mignon.
Oh, man, come on now.
Filet mignon.
Oh, that's a good choice. Oh, and sweet potatoes? Okay.
And sweet potato.
Not a baked potato? Sweet potatoes?
It'd be a sweet potato.
Oh, okay. All right. Any vegetables or anything like that? Or any – that's it?
That's it, man. That's it.
Man. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And a Caesar salad.
Okay, very good. That's a good choice. Good choice. We have this place called Pasta Grill, and they make a really great New York strip. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. And we're moving away from this place where I live, and that's about the only thing we're gonna miss from this place. It's really good, man.
You have to find your new steakhouse.
I know exactly. I love steakhouse, man. All right. So now, here's a new question I'm gonna ask you. What is a dream vacation for you? What is something that you would take a week off, and you go with your family or whoever, you want to go with and just spend a week. What would be a dream vacation for you?
So this will be easy. We've actually talked about this. It's kind of an all-time want for me. San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
And just go out there, spend the week in San Diego, spend multiple days at SDCC.
Yeah.
And just take our time and enjoy it, man. That's, so hard to get into that thing and buy tickets.
Yeah.
That I would say that would be, that would be my grail of vacations. And obviously it would be incorporated into the hobby, which my family would be like, come on, Dad. Like, it's always got to be about toys, but that would probably be my dream vacation.
Now, do you have kids? You have kids and everything?
I do.
Okay. Do they collect like you do, or
they don't, man? And that's one of my biggest fears in life, that if something were to happen to me, most of this would probably end up in a yard sale.
Oh man,
it's just.
I mean, you're passed away anyway. Does it really matter? I mean,
it doesn't really matter, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, I don't need that TMNT #1 over there in a yard sale.
That's exactly. Like, there's some, it's like I have some pieces that are worth a lot of money. I don't want to see it for 50-cent bin.
Exactly.
Well, maybe when they get older, they may appreciate it. And they'll be like, hey, my father, he spent a lot of time. He enjoyed this.
Exactly.
I may want to, preserve this or, sell it as much as possible. Because that's what I told my wife. I was like, once I pass, you can, I have tons of stuff. My God. I'm putting up stuff right now and I'm just like, and I was talking to my wife, Lisa, and I was like, I said, guess what? She's like, what? I was like, I have a lot of Transformers. She's like, yeah, I know. I really know. I'm like, I've been putting up stuff, and I still have more stuff everywhere. It's like,
Transformers too can be some of the worst things to have to pack up and put away.
Because you got to transform them.
You got to transform them, Oh,
I've been putting up everything, and every time I open the box up, I'm like, come on, please don't tell me I have to transform. Please don't. Oh, I have to transform. Oh, yeah.
You got to be in car mode to go in this box.
Well, I mean, the mainline stuff I'm fine, but it's the third party stuff. The MP scale stuff that takes a while. So I'm just like, oh man, it's like, come on now. But,
when I sold my last MP collection, I had a pretty big MP collection. I sold it off for whatever reason. I go through with stuff and then I'll come back. I've been in MP 2 different times, but the last time I sold it off, there were certain vehicles, there were certain ones that I transformed away from what they were. So when I sold them on eBay, I literally put in the description, like, you're going to get the box and you're going to get the robot, but they're not going to be get, like, so I just bubble wrap the crap out of it. Like, you transform it if you want it in alt mode or robot mode. No?
I've seen people like that. Yeah, I've seen it. Let's see if I missed anything. Let me see. Pizza Hut. Okay, 20 watching, 20 likes. Well, thank you. So yeah, hit that like button. Like I said, it really helps the channel. And once again, I have put Mancave's channel and his Instagram in the link. Definitely go over there and show him some love and definitely subscribe and everything. Really, like I said, his toy hauls are epic. They're really nice and fun. Everything, really good dude. Let's see. Oh, and like I said, if y'all have any questions, definitely ask and I'll ask them as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, next question is, why do you collect?
You know, that's another good question. I can't say I've really been asked that. I guess, you know, for me, I'm a very nostalgic guy.
Okay.
So most of what I collect has some type of nostalgic value to it. So, you know, Transformers, TMNT, you know, basically everything you see here, you know, Mortal Kombat, that was a huge part of growing up, you know, probably for all of us. You know, we all probably have memories of almost getting in real fights with our friends because of something that happened on Mortal Kombat.
Dude, skating rink, man. I remember I put so many quarters in Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, man. God, man. I remember people going up, you put a quarter on the screen because you got next. Yeah. Man, I used to play the crap out of Mortal Kombat 2. So many quarters. Street Fighter. I mean, it's just X-Men. I mean, it was just constant.
Kids today don't understand waiting in line at an arcade machine, you know?
Oh, man.
And then there's always that awkward moment when there's a guy over there and you're like, now, which one of us got there first? You know? So, kids don't understand that nowadays, you know?
Now, we have a place in Little Rock, outside of where I live in Arkansas. It's an arcade place and everything. We go there. I think you pay like $7 or $8 so you can play all day. Oh, it's so much fun. They got Nintendo's, you know, Sega, all the old video, you know, console games as well, and you can sit on the couch and everything. And man, it's so fun. It's awesome. So Survive Fan wants to know who your favorite Transformer character is.
That's easy. That is definitely Optimus Prime.
Okay.
He is. I would, you know, and I'm sure that's the, you know, what you get from a lot of people. It's Optimus Prime, but if it wasn't the main guy, it would be Jazz. Jazz would be my second favorite. But yeah, Prime is my guy, man. I try to collect as much of Prime as I can, even though I kind of have a weird thing about having multiples of the same character on a shelf.
Okay. So Some people do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want like 10 Primes, so I'll collect the Prime. And then I have another shelf where I'll put extra primes. I got the mainline prime, and you got like this extra prime shelf. Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely my guy.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's I'm with Starscream, man. Everything I got, everything if it's Starscream, I have to get. I don't care what it is. Everything. What's up, Mimo? Thank you so much for coming in. Megatron asks, "What would you do if all your Transformer figures just disappeared?" Cry? I don't know.
I'd be pretty worked up, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, why would they disappear? I mean, well, that's a good question. I've asked this a couple of times, and it's probably hard. It's going to be a hard question. And I don't want this to happen at all. If you were having a fire in your house and you could grab one figure, which would it be?
One figure?
Yep. Only one.
I would probably say that the one thing I would grab would probably be, I've got the TMNT news van up here behind me, still sealed in box.
Oh, from the 90s, like
the original.
Okay, wow.
Here, I'll grab it. Oh,
yeah, I saw the box a little bit. I saw it underneath. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's I would probably grab that just because it's such such a grail in the.
Looks like a good box too.
It's extremely solid, but that one it's such a grail. That would probably be what I would grab from in this room. You know, just because it'd be so hard to replace it. Everything else, for the most part, could replace.
Dude, man, if I had some turtle collectors in here, man, everybody's like, "Whoa!" Dark Rats, thank you so much. Yeah, it, great guest, man. Thank you. Let's see. I would probably just go. Let's see. Mancave. Zach is asking, are you ever going to show up at your original live stream on Monday nights again? I guess this is one of your
that's the guy, that's the guy who leads our Monday night live stream.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll talk about that. So is it do you do a podcast? Because I was used to be on a podcast, if anybody knows Shirecast Uncut. So is this like a podcast? What do y'all do? I don't think is this on your channel?
It's actually on his channel.
Okay, that's what I say. I've gone through your stuff. I was like, I've never seen this thing what you're talking about. So explain what this is and everything.
Yeah, so me and Zach Jack Dan, we've been buddies since we were kids.
Okay.
And he has a YouTube channel as well, which is pretty cool. He kind of catalogs characters.
Okay. I'll have to go subscribe to him, man.
Yeah, go check that out. It's a cool channel. And it's just toy talk, man. It's just like news, like all the new stuff that's come out over the last week. We kind of discuss it, talk about it, go over it. So
nice. Okay, very nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Zach. Appreciate that, man. I definitely love to check your stuff out and everything. Now, does he do reviews or is it just the Monday night thing?
He's mostly cataloging stuff on his channel, and then we do the live stream.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. Let's see. What do you want to see from Super? Okay, so DSF asks, what do you want to see from Super 7 Power Rangers? Or do you want to see
all the MMPR they can give us. I'm not a big collector of like everything after MMPR, like ZO and BPR or whatever, all the different SPD type stuff. The turbo. I really kind of fallen out of it by the time they got to all that kind of stuff. Okay. So for me, it'll be the original MMPR stuff, like the Goldar that they've already advertised. So
I want to be honest. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I don't collect. I've never collected Power Rangers. I never really cared for Power Rangers, so I don't know anything about Power Rangers. Now I did watch the movie. I went and watched the last live action movie, and I thought it was pretty good. A lot of people were kind of upset, which they always are. I mean, fans are always going to be, Transformers, G.I. Joe. They're going to say it sucks because it wasn't what it's supposed to be. Right. I liked it. I thought it was enjoyable. I was really hoping they do another one. I don't think they're going to, but I thought it was good. I thought it was enjoyable, entertaining, I guess. So. Okay, cool. All right, so that's cool. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, definitely ask them. So, do you think you'll be collecting after you hit Big 5-0?
I've had that conversation with friends a lot. I think I will. I don't know that it may not be quite to the extent that it is right now.
Okay.
Because by that point, I would like to think I've kicked it really into overdrive on retirement by that point. So like I'm packing more money into retirement and trying to get the 62 so I can retire. But I would like to think that, this is a true love and a passion for me. So I don't really see it fading due to age. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something that I think will stick around. I could definitely see myself focusing more maybe as I get older. Instead of just doing everything like I do now, every property. Oh,
okay. So just limiting yourself to other lines and things. Because it is part of yourself. I mean, that's what my wife has told me. It's because I've told and I've gone through points, and I'm sure you've gone through it where you've wanted to quit. And just like I just want to quit. And I've told her, and she's like, "Why would you want to do that? It's part of you." Yep. You've been doing this. I've been doing this since 2000. I've been collecting Transformers since 2000. It's just part of your everything and all that stuff. So, and I mean, now my wife doesn't collect anything. Does your other have? Does your wife? Is she collects anything? Or is she into any of the stuff you collect or anything?
So she is super supportive of me collecting.
Well,
sometimes she's my worst enemy because I'll go out and try to behave. Like I'm going in a toy store and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to spend money today. And I'll spot something like, man, that's really cool. And for example, I purchased here recently an Optimus Prime in box, an original 1984.
Oh, G1? Okay. Nice. G1. Nice.
And it was kind of a grail for me. It was something I always wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, man, I can't drop that right now. Like I just bought this or bought that. Yeah. So I kind of turn around and and she's like handing her card over to the toy shop owner.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm not thinking that's what she's buying. I'm thinking she's picking up something else.
Yeah.
And he breaks that out and hands it. I'm just like, what is going on here? So she can kind of be my worst enemy and my best friend all at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Yeah.
But she does collect. She's got a pretty cool little collection. She likes mini mates and She likes loyal subjects, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Kind of. She's got a pretty cool setup at her desk at work and stuff like that.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. Because my wife is support too. I mean, she goes and if she's out, at Target or Walmart, she'll video chat me and everything. Say, she'll look at the line and say, "Hey, do you want anything in this like that?" And I'm like, stuff. So yeah, she is supported now. She does still say, once in a while, like, "Man, you have a lot of crap, man." I'm like, yeah, I do. Yeah. But it's all right. But that's cool. All right. And well, how many kids do you have?
3.
And what are the ages? Or so, like I said, they don't collect or anything like that. They don't collect anything.
They don't. Well, they collect. They've got some like pops, like Funko Pop. Okay. They mostly just
video games. Yeah, they
love video games.
Yeah.
And, I think that's some of the reason. I think like when I was growing up, it was more about like toys, and video games was like something you did when you got tired of playing with your toys.
Yeah.
For them, it's like video games is first, and then the toys kind of disappeared quick.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell. Yeah, you could tell. I mean, people want iPads and everything. They want game consoles and everything. And you can tell by the stores. The toy lines. I mean, the toy section has shrunk a lot. And now it's just and like I've seen some of your videos. There's just empty pegs everywhere. It's everywhere now and everything. So I was like,
and I run into guys in the toy section our age way more than I run into guys.
I don't run into anybody. I don't
kids in the toy section.
So you see other collectors?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. I don't run it. See where I'm at. I don't think I've ever run into any collectors or anything like that.
I got you.
Brian GS, hey, what's up? How's it going? Where do you? Let's see. Do you guys think it's going? Where do you think the guys going with the fans toys craze and inflation? Oh, well, I mean, if you don't know by now, what Fans Toys has been releasing stuff. They just released Perceptor, 2 other Dinobots, Huffer. I think, I mean, this is just, I don't know for sure. This is guessing. They're just getting back into the swing of things. I think they're going to release more stuff later on. I think they were trying to get their own factory as well. And they're also working on the combiners, the Stunticons and the Aerobots. I don't think they've quite gotten them down yet because I think they're too heavy and it's just not working. That's why we haven't seen the other 2, from the combiners and everything. So I think they're just getting the swing of things. I hope that they're going to release more of Perceptor and all the other stuff like that. That's just my take. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I wish I did, but that's just me. But I mean, have you been keeping up? Do you ever get Fans Toy stuff or anything like that?
I had some fan toys. I was probably more focused on like MMC. I was building like.
Oh, okay, nice.
I kind of my second time I was going more like IDW style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So where Fans Toys kind of focused more on the G1 stuff.
Yeah.
I was kind of going more toward the IDW, so I was building like the DJD and.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
The wreckers, they were like the Springer wreckers. So.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a couple Fans Toys, like Phoenix, which Jetfire.
Yeah, Jetfire. Mm-hmm.
I had a couple of those for like the G1 side of my collection.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I just got in. Hold on. I just got in the female Tarn. I'm going to be doing a comparison. I was going to do a regular review with her, but everybody else and their mom has done one already, so there's nothing really I could really add to it. So I'm just going to do a versus kind of thing with the original Tarn. So.
How does she stack up with that original Tarn? As far as like scale wise, is she?
Well, scale wise, she's good. She's a Fembot, so she's going to be a lot smaller on her. Articulation is great. The paint is spectacular. There's tons of paint on this. My boy Kato, he's in here. He's already did a review of hers. It's really good. The articulation is kind of weird. It's kind of iffy in some, especially the hip area. It's just weird how they have it. But overall, so far, I love her. I mean, I love the treads. Anyway, that's really cool. But It's cool. It's a great Transformer so far. I like where they're going with this line so far. I don't know what they're going to do. I know they're going to repaint the crap out of this one probably, like they always do. So far so good. But like I said, I'm going to do a comparison with or a versus kind of thing with the Tarn vehicle and everything. So that's good. Let's see. If anybody other got any questions, want to collect Transformers, but it's hard to get in the Netherlands. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Golly, that sucks. Okay, so let's see. So you'll be collecting at your 50, yeah. So Got one last question.
Okay.
And, before that, like I said, if anybody else has any other questions, definitely ask that. Where do you see your channel in 5 years? Where would you like this? Or where would you like it to be?
Yeah. I mean, as far as I've never really made the channel for me, it's kind of like, it's just an extension of my hobby. I don't ever see it like being my retirement plan or,
Yeah.
and I guess that's just because like, I just enjoy the channel. So anything that comes outside of just like the enjoyment of it is a benefit to me. So I've never really like set a goal to like, hey, I want to have this many subscribers, or I want to hit this amount of money, or I want to, so as far as where I would see it, I mean, I hope it's still here. Obviously we all want our channel to grow.
I think it will be.
If you're going to take the time to produce the content, you want people to enjoy it, and people enjoying it by growth. But I mean, I guess just continued growth and people enjoying what I put out. It doesn't get stale, and boring.
So I mean, what do you got coming up? I mean, if you can tell, I mean, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine. But I mean,
hey, there's no secret. I've got a ton of stuff that I need to review. I can't find time to get reviews done. I mean, obviously, I'm sure it's a problem all of us YouTubers, especially in our age range, because we're all raising families and working and. So
you got to go to sleep sometime.
You got to sleep at some point in time. So I've got a ton of stuff that is just sitting in boxes that I've got to get reviewed. So I got a lot of reviews and stuff coming out. More, toy hunts weekly, toy hauls. Yeah, I mean,
it takes a while. I mean, the people that do reviews, it takes, especially for me, like I take pictures of my stuff and I put them in my videos and stuff and everything. So I have to do that. So I mean, it can, it adds up, it could for like an hour, especially a masterpiece figure. You're talking at least 2 hours, at least 2 hours.
I can see that. A lot of people don't realize it, but like for us to do a 10 or 12-minute review video, that might be 3-4 hours of work behind the scenes. Or more. So it could be more if, like I said, if you're transforming a fan's toys, you may be, maybe longer than that. But that's one reason you won't see a lot of Transformers reviewed on my channel, because I can't.
Oh, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm always having to go off camera because I just can't. For some reason, I cannot line crap up on my stuff, man. Just to me, to look behind my phone and then try to line up everything, I'm just like, oh my God, I just can't line it up. And then I have to take it off the camera and you have to edit it and everything. It's like, I mean, it takes a while. I mean, you just don't know. It's really hard. It's easy to, to sit down on the couch and just sit there and transform something. Yeah. You're good. But man, once you get behind the camera, it's like, that's why I love doing action figures like G.I. Joe. I love doing the G.I. Joe Classified and stuff because they're easy. You don't have to transform them.
True. Yep.
It's easy. I probably spend about 45 minutes on a G.I. Joe.
Same way.
Are you in on the G.I. Joe Classified?
Definitely.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. You were you just got Major Blood. I think you're doing a giveaway too, right?
I do. I have a giveaway for Major Blood coming at 6,000.
Okay. Yeah. Nice, very nice. Yeah, see if y'all go subscribe to him, y'all can get a Major Blood, which they're showing up everywhere anyways. But it doesn't matter. It's free. It's free.
When I first thought about doing the Major Blood giveaway, I was like, people are going to love this. Nobody can find him. And then I go out last weekend. And
you saw 2 rows of them. You're
like rows are everywhere. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to.
Just last week is nobody could find him, and everybody scalped him for like $100 or something, and now everybody's like, I don't need Major Blood anymore. Which I'm caught up with all my G.I. Joe Classified. I'm good at that.
Now, do you have Viper, Beachhead? Do you have all the all the big dogs?
I have all of them. I'm caught up everything with all this stuff. I'm just waiting for Barbecue and Breaker. I think it's named Breaker with the motorcycle.
With the Ram, yes. So you got your pre-order in at Target?
Yeah, I got those 2. I didn't get the Roadblock, the new Roadblock. I did not get him, but hopefully I'll find him somewhere. Yeah, but as far as stuff out, I've already got. And I only got one. I got one of the Viper, one of the Carpet Troopers. I didn't care to get 13 of them. Yeah, I don't, and I didn't care to have that. I don't have any room for them, to be honest. But I'm good with that. DES fan asks, can you list what lines you both are collecting? You go first because you collect a lot.
Oh gosh, man, how much time do we have? Good Lord.
I know there's like 14 already different stuff behind you. So.
Yeah, oh my God. I'll just say the main ones. The main ones are mainline Transformers, Hasbro mainline Transformers.
Yeah.
I collect NECA TMNT, the cartoon NECA TMNT. I have all of that. I'm completely caught up on that. MOTU Origins, G.I. Joe Classified.
Okay.
About anything Storm Collectibles puts out. You can see here the NECA movie line.
Yep.
Marvel Legends. There's a lot of Marvel Legends back up here behind me.
See that? Yeah.
Star Wars Vintage.
Yeah.
I collect video games and video game systems.
So just everything, basically just everything.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, it's every single thing you can think of. I've pretty much collected.
Okay, nice. Well, what I collect mainly Transformers. I'll say 95% of my stuff Transformers. I collect G.I. Joe Classified now. 52 toys or 52 toys, what they call them. They're little cube, little Transformer thing, Transformer to Beast stuff and everything. I'm down a rabbit hole with those things. God dang. And NECA horror stuff. I love like the slasher, like Freddy, Jason, Hellraiser, all that stuff. I collect that. So that's mainly what I collect. I've gotten a couple of Fortnite stuff because they look really cool. I've never played the game ever, but I thought the characters looked cool. And one was a pug dog or something, doggo. And I had to get that because I have a pug. So I had to get him. So I have a couple of the Fortnite stuff. And I think that's it. I think that's all I collect and everything. So that's what I do.
I can tell you something brand new I just hopped into. And you probably know a lot about these. This was my first Magic Square figure.
Nice.
So I have filled up my Chosen Prime and TF Source pre-order with all the
Legends. Dude,
dude,
I got so many Legends coming in now. I got the New Age Shockwave. I got 3 of them coming. I got Magic Square Perceptor coming. Man,
this guy is. I mean, he is beautiful. Like this thing looks like a mini masterpiece to me.
Yeah, they do. They do. Well, don't say that. People get mad whenever you call a masterpiece because it's the scale thing. But I'm like, you know what? When Beethoven made, all his stuff, it was called a masterpiece. When everybody paints stuff, they're called masterpieces, but it's not scale. So I mean, I don't know. But so if you can call whatever you want a masterpiece. If it's a Legends figure, because I love New Age Starscream, the Seekers. Yeah, they're mini masterpieces because the transformation, engineering, the paint, everything is just spectacular. So
the only part that I'm having trouble and I spend way too much time like watching reviews and trying to figure out is the scale between, because I want to kind of stick to Magic Square and New Age. That's kind of where I want to hang my hat. Is figuring out which one to get in which line. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So to make this, I'm so weird about scale. Like things have got to scale right in my head.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm working on. I love those, man. Those are beautiful.
Very nice. Tallysack, sorry, 80. NECA Puppet Masters in stock on Amazon. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Thank you, man. Hold on, let me write that down. I love Puppet Master, man. That was a classic. That's a cult classic right there. 1 second. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Y'all go look for them and everything. I think I thought I saw them on pre-order for BBTS, but I didn't pre-order them. I mean,
now, do you collect horror? Do you collect horror stuff?
I try to. Jason, I'm a big Friday 13th fan. That's my favorite one. I got a statue. I bought a statue of Jason. If I could find some more stuff, I passed on the NECA, his mask, his hockey mask. I passed on that. I wish I would have got that. I still probably can. But I would love to. I would love to go to a horror convention. That's one of my dream vacations. Whenever to go to a horror convention and get just walk around and buy that stuff and everything. I think that'd be fun. So
absolutely.
Do you guys collect anything that doesn't have nostalgic value? David, I don't. I know of. I don't. I mean, Transformers. Everything that I collect Transformers is it brings me back to a kid, and everything. So. I meant I've gotten a couple of things. Like I always say, you buy one thing of say Voltron or Godzilla. I have a NECA Godzilla, and I might buy one but it's nothing nostalgic. So yeah, I guess I got a couple of things like Voltron. I want to get a Voltron, but it's not important to me. I guess it's just I think sometimes you got to have like the 4 turtles. A set of 4 turtles. You got to have a Voltron. You got to have something like that, a Godzilla, because it's just just one piece. and that's it to me.
Oh.
Do you collect anything that's not nostalgic?
I would say probably the only thing that I collect that's not got nostalgic value is Mythic Legions.
Oh wow, you do those too?
Oh
Man.
yeah, I love Mythics.
God,
Yeah.
oh, dude.
They're a little bit down here, but yeah, I've got a pretty big growing Mythic Legions collection. There's no nostalgic value to them whatsoever. Obviously,
but you could throw them in anything. I mean, you could throw them into any like the Turtle stuff, or maybe the Marvel Legends, or you could just throw them in
scale wise good with anything Super 7 really does, like the Ultimates line.
Okay, so that's ROC and Rim of Collectors. They're a group, a good bunch of good friends of mine, and everything, and a bunch of them are into the Mythic Legends, and they they customize, they they have and everything, all that stuff. So it's a great line to do that. I don't want to get into it because that's just definitely another rabbit hole. I definitely want to
rabbit hole, man.
But you could just throw, like I said, you just throw a couple of those, into different lines, and
it's true.
The true collector would not know what it was. Like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. Well, man, that was fun. I'm going to tell you right now, dude, you are welcome on any time. I mean, I would love to have you back anytime you want to do a live thing. I'm definitely going to watch your Monday night live things. I'm going to definitely go subscribe to your friend, and definitely, and all that stuff. But like I said, I had a great time, man. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I want taking time.
Thanks for having me, bud. Thanks for having me.
No worries. So, like I said, everybody, I did put his Instagram channel on, and I did put his YouTube channel on. Definitely, please go check his stuff out. He does really, like I said, his toy hauls are just freaking awesome, and he's a good dude, man. Y'all need to definitely, support everybody and everything. So I just want to thank everybody also for coming in and everything. So I guess I'll see you everybody on the next Around 30. And as always, be good to yourself. Hail Hasbro, and good night, folks. Y'all take care. All right, 1 second, the little in broadcast kind of